Hey everyone, what's happening? If you're new to the channel, please take a second to hit the subscribe button and enjoy the video. Hey everyone, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Well, I just gave the van here a bath and we're getting ready to do a 10-minute build out on it before heading to the beach in Ocean City this 4th of July weekend. Most of the motels, if you can still find one, are between $400 and $900 a night. So this is going to be the perfect time to break in the van on a stealth trip to Ocean City. As you can see here, it's just the carpet floor that we put in a while back. If you watched any of those videos of when we got the van and cleaning it up. If not, you may want to go back and check that out. But it's just a carpeted floor in here. And like I said, we're just going to do a quick, simple 10-minute build out to make it usable for the weekend and save probably well over $1,000 in motel bills, which we'll use that money for other things like water parks and go-kart tracks and stuff like that. So I'm going to get some of our gear here. Again, we're going to probably be using a lot of the same gear as we use when we take the Wrangler and go to our off-grid property. So we have that big tote that we normally take along, if you've seen any of those videos or follow the channel. But a lot of that gear just stays in that tote, so that'll be a big chunk of the gear that we take. And then we'll just throw in a few other things that are going to be specifically for a beach trip instead of a woods and camping trip. But I'll get the air mattress blown up, and that's another difference with the van here. You can't use a queen size air mattress unless you would build a platform to get up over the wheel wells. So if you get a full size one, you can run it lengthwise front to back between the wheel wells. And also, if and when you would build a platform from side to side, the full will fit this way because we've already tested it. I was going to build a platform, but before doing any build out of any sort to the van, I want to get a trip in and see once what works and what doesn't, and get a better idea of what we want to do if we do build this out. But this is a Power Stroke diesel van, if you are new here to the channel and haven't seen any of the previous videos. So it is pretty rare, especially in the new body style and in the long extended wheelbase. I see so many people build out these vans using the short wheelbase, which I guess makes it a little bit nicer to get around town, but you lose so much space. It's so much nicer when you have the long extended wheelbase. You have probably an extra 20 inches of interior length inside the van, which with the small space, that's huge. But I'm going to get the air mattress pumped up here and get some of our gear in here and show you how cheap and fast you can do a 10-minute build out and be off on your adventures. Alright guys, and just like that, we are ready. Got the air mattress in. As you can see there, a full size one, like I was saying, fits perfectly. Between the wheel wells, and it gives you a little space here to put some stuff on both sides. So that's pretty nice. And then it comes right up against the back doors here. And then All our supplies are stored in that tote. It's a 50-gallon one. And like I said, it's the same one we use when we go to our off-grid property. And that houses everything. That houses the stove when we aren't using it. It houses pots, pans, and any other gear that we may use throughout the trip. And then got a nice tabletop here on top of the tote, which is just some pine boards I had left over from a project. And then the stove itself on top there. Mainly we'll use that for coffee in the morning. We may cook a few light lunches or something like that just to save from eating every meal out. But on this trip we won't do too much cooking. Then we got our cooler. Again, we won't have much food probably along on this trip. We may stop and get some at one of the Walmarts. But mainly that's going to be just cold drinks, because most of the parks, water parks, state parks, all that kind of thing, your drinks are extremely expensive. So it'll mainly just be a cooler full of ice and drinks to save from having to buy all them out. And then we picked up a USB fan. I was kind of surprised. I tested it out last night, and for as small as it is, it's a 4-inch fan. It moves quite a bit of air. It's pretty quiet, but it'll be nice just to have that light noise at night for sleeping. And then to charge everything for this trip, we have a Stanley 1000 peak amp, 500 instant amp jump box. Has built-in air compressor and all that kind of thing, but it has your 12-volt plug and USB outlet, so you can run pretty much anything you need. Charge cell phones, run that USB fan, and this should last quite a while. I know even them USB fans, some of the people were saying even on like a cell phone recharge pack, you could run it for 8 hours or so. So with a big jump box like this, should have no problems. And then when we are running the van, we can plug in and charge the box on the go. But it's just a good all-around power source to keep your phones charged and for running some LED lights or anything like that overnight. And again, the fan, like I said, I think that'll be huge just to have the air movement and a little bit of noise. And then here's a view of the bed from the front side. Again, like I said, it fits in there perfectly. And on the extended model, it runs to just about the front of your wheel wells there. So it gives you a good, probably 4.5, 5 feet in front of it for everything else. So we'll probably throw our duffel bag in there yet with all our clothes for this trip. And other than that, we are about set to head out. I'll get the blankets here on the bed next. I didn't want to put them on yet. I wanted to show you just how well this full-size mattress fits, if that's something you would want to do and have a full-size van. And like I said, if you do build a platform, it does fit width-wise as well. You just rotate the whole mattress and run it the other way. It's a tight fit, but it does fit perfectly. And if we do end up building this van out at any point, that's probably definitely the way we'll have the bed running. It'll free up another 2.5 feet of space, which will give you lots of room. But I'll get the blankets on here next and show you what that looks like, and with the water jug. Alright, and here we got the blankets all on there. And then, like I was saying here, we have the 6-gallon water jug that we'll use for water, just for rinsing off, or we're making coffee or anything like that. And on these vans, the perfect spot for it is right down in here. Close the door. These water jugs sit in there perfectly. So most of the times you won't ever need to open your second rear door. You'll just use your front one here. So that would be a perfect place to put that. And on a lot of the van builds, that's actually where the kitchenette would be. That way you can open this door to drain your tanks or fill your water tanks or whatever. And then the back of the cabinet here is just open. That way when you open this door, you can get to all that. But that is a 10-minute build out the day before leaving on vacation. And if you're wondering where the shower or bathroom is in this van, as with most of the vanners, you don't need one. All the water parks have showers and bathrooms, and all your state parks like Assateague Island, Fenwick Island, Chincoteague, and all those have bathhouses and showers, as well as bathrooms, and all your fast food places and 24-hour stores as well. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, right after work, we will hit the road, and I'll be taking you along and videoing our first weekend trip using the van here. But until tomorrow, that's going to be a wrap on this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Well, it's the next day, Thursday evening here after work, and we are getting ready to head out in the Stealth van for the 4th of July weekend. So if you missed yesterday's video of getting it ready, be sure to check that out. I'll have a link in the description. But it was a 10-minute build out for less than $100, and will suit our needs for the weekend. But we are going to hit the road. It's all but 5 o'clock here on Thursday evening, and Ocean City is about a 4-hour drive. So stay tuned as we try out the van here on our first stealth trip. Alright guys, as you can see here, we're on the road. We got the dogs dropped off, and we're into Maryland now. It's about 6:30, so we got about an hour yet to Bay Bridge. Just made up some chicken salad sandwiches here. It's nice about having all your food and everything right along with you in the back. You can make it. So we got chicken salad sandwiches. I made a thermos of coffee here for the road, and we got some snacks there as well. So we're gonna have a little snack here as we head down through. About supper time anyway, after 6:30 here, and leaving right after work. It's about time to eat. So we're gonna keep trucking down through here. Like I said, in about an hour we should be at Bay Bridge, and we should be at the Walmart parking lot in Salisbury, where we're gonna stay the night in about 2 hours. So we should be there by 8:30, 9 o'clock. We're here in Annapolis, coming up towards Bay Bridge. We've been in traffic the last 10 minutes or so. Somebody wrecked out on the bridge, and I think it's down to one lane. The sign was saying halfway's across or so. So Slow going here. But once we get across Bay Bridge here, we'll only be probably less than an hour away from Salisbury Walmart, where we're spending the night. 7:30 now, which we kind of planned to get there right about dark. But you probably can see out in the distance there, Bay Bridge. We're closing in on it now. Alright guys, it might open up a little here. Heading up onto the bridge now. Lots of boats out there. Must have got the wreck cleared because I sure don't see anything. We're at the halfway mark now, the highest part. Oh wow, look at them black marks. Somebody hit the wall. Probably where the wreck was. Looks like a tractor trailer, dual wheels. we're across the bridge. Looks like we got some more cops up here. For the July weekend, I'm sure traffic and wrecks are going to be a mess. Well, we got cops everywhere. Cop in the medial. And we got some off to the side here. That's another wreck or what? Yeah, definitely all busted up. Alright, so we're going to shoot over to Salisbury, and I'll catch back up with you once we hit the Walmart parking lot and find a place to park. Well, we're rolling into Walmart here in Salisbury a whole lot later than I originally thought. We weren't in any rush to get down here, so we ended up making a pit stop, so that wasted about half an hour, but no big deal. Like I said, ain't gonna do anything here but sleep for the night anyways, so rolling in a little bit later isn't a big deal. It's just it's gonna be dark, but we're gonna hunt a place here to park for the night. With this virus and everything going on, everything closes by 8 or 8:30, so nothing's open besides your like gas stations and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do a loop through the parking lot here, find a place to park for the night, and probably have another sandwich before turning in. Don't see any RVs or campers parked here at all, which the other Walmart we passed on the way in, there was a bunch. So I'm doing a loop here. There. Alright, so I think I found a spot here beside this island. I'm going to back in here. Alright guys, well, we're going to turn in for the night. So I'll catch up with you in the morning. Got our curtains up back there. Still leaves a little, you can see out but you can't see in, which is nice. So you can see what's going on if you have to look outside. But we are going to turn in. It's all but 10 o'clock. And the Walmart here opens at 7. So I'll catch y'all in the morning. Alright guys, it's Friday morning here. We're just getting up at the Walmart parking lot. It's just before 7, so the store will soon be opening. And I'm going to get my coffee going here. That way it's ready. So just kick in the stove. And it won't be long and we'll have some water. Hot for coffee. Setup works out pretty great. The USB fan ran all night on the jump box there, and it's only down one light on the battery indicator, so probably could run that for close to a week without needing to recharge that. But I'll heat this water for coffee and then I'll get out and show you our parking spot, because when we rolled in last night it was very dark. Alright guys, and the water's boiling. So doesn't take long with propane stove to heat anything. So I'll get this dumped in the thermos. Looks like a beautiful day out. Coming up front here. But here's the island we were parked beside, so. And that employee must be an overnight employee because they've been here all night too. But I'll get out here. So that was our parking for the night, guys. Worked out perfectly. Like I said, nobody bothered us. Just tugged the curb there. Alright, off to Ocean City. Alright guys, so we arrived here at the Jolly Rogers Splash Mountain, which is a water park. They have a go-kart track here, as well as they have some rides down at the boardwalk at the inlet parking there in Ocean City. But we have an all-day pass here for Splash Mountain, which is their water park. So we're just heading in here now. It's first thing here in the morning. There's a few cars here, as you can see, but I don't know how full it'll be today with it being July 4th weekend, but it's a beautiful day, nice breeze going. I think the high temperature today is around 80 degrees, so not too hot, but nice and sunny, so it's not cool feeling. But here's the entrance to the place. It's pretty nice. But I'll check in here and get our armbands, and then we'll take a tour of the facility. Alright guys, so we checked in and got our armbands, so we're good for the day. And this is our first time to this water park, so sit back and relax as we take a tour of the whole facility here. We'll check out what kind of rides they have here throughout the whole park before it fills up and gets busy as the day progresses, as I'm sure it will here on the holiday weekend. So I'll give you a tour here of the park. I'll do a full walkthrough pretty much of all the slides, and it'll help give us an idea of the layout of the park, so we have a better idea of how to get around and what rides we're gonna use the most. So like I said, sit back and relax and enjoy the little tour for the next 10 minutes or so. The water is crystal clear. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed that tour of the water park here. As you can see out here to the left, there's a huge parking lot area which you can get to from 32nd Street. They also have a smaller lot that you can get to right from Coastal Highway, but the big lot there in the back's much nicer, and that's where we park. And from up top here on the platform, you can see the ocean out there through the motels and high-rise condominiums. So that's the Atlantic Ocean, just 2 blocks away. Here's a nice wave pool. But hopefully you enjoyed this little walkthrough here of the park, and it gives you an idea of what kind of slides and rides they have. I believe that it's advertised as having 18 different slides, and it definitely was a fun day here at the park. Alright guys, well that was a full day pass here at Splash Mountain. Tomorrow we'll be back and doing the go-karts, so stay tuned for that. But we got here right before they opened this morning, just before 10, and it's 10 minutes before park closing here at 6 p.m. So nice full day, beautiful weather. I cannot believe this parking lot for July 4th weekend. You can barely see our van over there at the far corner. I figured this place would be packed. Just nobody hardly here. There is another parking lot around front, but still, it wasn't even close to being full. So, that was nice. But I guess we're gonna go check out Assateague Island next, and we'll spend the rest of the evening there and get our showers before the park closes at sundown. And then tomorrow, after we're done with our 2-hour go-karts, we'll go to Assateague for the rest of the day there as well. Alright guys, so we made it here to Assateague Island. Here's some wild horses right at the entrance. But the sun's going down and the park will be closing soon, so we gotta go get our showers. Alright, good morning guys. Saturday morning. We ended up spending the night here at Ocean Downs Casino. They got a huge parking lot. And again, we parked right beside one of these islands. This was a lot quieter parking spot than the one at Walmart. So real nice parking for overnight, quiet. So this is July 4th, so happy July 4th to all of you. Just getting up here this morning. Gonna make some coffee here shortly, and then probably head to McDonald's, get some breakfast. After we left the water park last night, we did go to Assateague Island, like I said, I think. And we did do the showers there. So we got our showers there, and then went for supper. So I figured we'll probably be getting showers there again this evening. So I didn't film any of that. But great place to park. This morning there is a real nice breeze, and the temperature is probably a good 20 degrees cooler than yesterday. So real nice. Alright, time for coffee. This bed setup's been working perfect. The battery box still has plenty of juice, so we ran the fan all night for 2 nights so far, and it's still only down 1 light on the battery indicator. So like I said, there'll be plenty of power there probably to run one of those USB fans for a week solid every night. But I'm gonna get some coffee going here. Doesn't take long at all. About 2 or 3 minutes, you got boiling water. This whole setup's been working out great. Duffel bag there with our clothes, and then the bed. And the backpacks, say we use that when we go into shower houses and stuff like that to change. We have our spare set of clothes in that. And these curtains are nice. You can see out a little bit, but you cannot see in. But here you can see out. You can see the tree and the parking lot. So that makes it nice, but you cannot see from the outside in. But I'll get this coffee boiling here and then head for some breakfast. Stealth camping in the back of a van. Alright guys, so we made it back into Ocean City here. And it's 11:15, so we're going to go straight to the go-kart track. They got a huge parking lot here off of 32nd Street on Bayside. It's free parking. See how full the lot is today compared to yesterday. See some go-karts out there going. Wow, same as yesterday. A handful of cars. There goes a plane up the beach over there pulling a banner for Geico. I would recommend, if you do come to this park, definitely get the combo pass. It's only $20 more than just buying the water park singly. And in my opinion, after being here yesterday, neither one is worth full price. It's like $45 for each park, 2 hours at the go-karts, and all-day pass at the water park. Whereas if you buy the combined ticket, it's only like $62. So it's only a little bit more, and then that makes each of them around $30, which is way more reasonable. But this water park here is fairly small, especially compared to anything in Florida. So for $45, it really wouldn't be worth it. But with that combo pass, like I said, it's definitely worth it because you're getting the go-karts for an extra $20, and a 2-hour wristband on the go-karts is $45 alone. So that's probably definitely the best way of doing it. But we're going to get our passes here and go driving for 2 hours. Alright guys, so the entrance to this Speed World is right beside the Splash Mountain, where we were yesterday. So we'll get our wristbands here and do some racing. I think they said it's the largest go-kart track on the East Coast. But you can see here how many different tracks they have. Quite a bit. Oh yeah, they got the carts over there running. Got a nice platform up here where you can watch the race. Alright, gotta go over here to the ticket booth and get our wristbands.
assist you. Never let any part of your body out of the cart. While driving on the track, please keep your eyes open for other cars about to assist and disobey the traffic lights. Green means go. Yellow means caution. Red means it's last lap. This one is a back home. There is literally stop on another two.
Alright guys, well, our 2-hour pass is up. They even gave us a ride for free at the end, so that was nice. Alright guys, so we just finished up with our 2-hour go-kart rides, and we made some more of the chicken salad sandwiches here for our lunch. So we'll have them here quick, and then we'll head off to Assateague Island for the rest of the day. Alright, so we just arrived here at Assateague. Heading out to the beach. Alright guys, and that was an afternoon at Assateague. Heading down in here to the shower house now, which is that building there. But here it is, bathhouse 1. They have a bunch of these the whole way down the coast. There's your bathrooms and showers. And showers have hot water. So here's the bathroom. So you know, your sinks, toilets, and your showers are here in the back. Alright guys, shower complete. Alright guys, well, heading back to the vehicle after shower. Didn't want to film too much back there because it's just filming around the bathrooms isn't so great, but anyways, hopefully you got a little view of what you can expect at State Park Shower House, which they're really nice. It's absolutely beautiful weather. You never guess it's a 4th of July weekend here at Ocean City. I think the high today was 80. Back home in Pennsylvania, the high was 100. So, crazy. But, see the van way out there in the distance. Gonna head back into Berlin, probably get a pizza or something for supper, and may end up running back to Salisbury for the night. It'll put us half hour closer to home, and since tomorrow's Sunday, we really weren't planning to do anything anyways. Parking lot really emptied out. It's about 7:30 on July 4th, Saturday here. When we came, this place was packed. We took one of the last parking spots clear back there in the corner. Another camper van set up right there in that Sprinter. Nice Duramax there just firing up. Alright, gonna probably make some coffee here before heading out. Nothing beats being able to make coffee right in the parking lot of Assateague Island. Few minutes and we'll have coffee. Alright guys, Coffee's made, and we are heading out. Sun's going down, so it should be a really good sunset as we cross the bridge heading out of Assateague here. Didn't see very many horses this trip. These speed humps. The bay water there is smooth as glass. Oh wow, look at all those horses there. That's probably more than we've seen in the whole park. Look like pretty small ones. Wow, there's a baby. Up and over the bridge we go. Alright guys, we ordered the pizza at Assateague parking lot and we're pulling into Domino's here in Berlin to pick it up now. A large 3 topping for $7.99, you can't beat it. We got pepperoni, sausage, and pepper. Alright guys, here's the pizza. Let's check it out. Look at that. Pepperoni, sausage, and green peppers. Looks amazing. Get some plated up here. Try it out. Alright guys. Can't get much better than that. Alright guys, it's all but 11 o'clock here. We ended up going a little further than what we thought. But we figured with it being the 4th of July weekend, traffic coming out of Ocean City tomorrow morning was probably going to be crazy. So we made it out here to Easton, Maryland, which is about 30 miles from the Bay Bridge. And we're parked here at the Walmart parking lot. We're going to spend the night here. And then we'll be all but halfway home, so. It's late, and it's been a long day, so we're gonna crawl into bed. Alright guys, so this parking spot here at the Easton Walmart worked out good. Quiet all night. We're getting ready to head the last 2.25 hours to home. I think we're about 30 miles from the Bay Bridge, so we'll be there shortly, and then less than 2 hours we'll be back in PA. Off we go. Alright guys, so after leaving the Walmart there, we've been on the road for about half an hour, and we're coming up here on Bay Bridge here shortly. It's a beautiful day out. Nice blue sky, a few clouds. It's been a perfect weekend for this trip. Real nice temperatures and weather the whole time. If you've missed any of the previous parts, you may want to go back and check those out. But it was a real nice trip to Ocean City and Assateague Island, as well as the water park and the go-kart track. But we're getting ready here to go up onto the bridge now. We're about 2 hours from home, so won't be long, and we'll be back into PA. It was a very cheap trip compared to staying at a motel or something like that over the holiday 4th of July weekend. Like I said, we've saved well over $1,000 by taking the van. Looks like the water's pretty nice and smooth. Not too many boats out there for a Sunday afternoon. I guess it's still a little early in the day, but I guess everybody's probably heading home since it's holidays over and they got to get back to work though too, Monday. But if you haven't watched some of my cruise videos, I actually have some videos on my YouTube channel here of us on a cruise ship going under the Bay Bridge here. So if you're interested in that, you might want to check it out. That'd be in the cruise playlist. And most of the times the cruise ships will blow the air horns as they pass underneath the bridge. Pretty cool. You only got about 10 to 15 feet of clearance on the cruise ships at the highest point here on the bridge. And they can't even bring in bigger cruise ships to Baltimore because the bridge is too low here. But we're almost getting up to the highest point. Not quite. You can see the highest point coming up here now where the bridge steps up a little bit, that way the ships can pass under. That's why it has the metal bracing up above the bridge instead of underneath. It allows more room. And now we start down the other side. Alright guys, so hopefully you like this stealth van trip here to Ocean City. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section. And I'll catch up with you here once we get home and give the final wrap up here of this 4-part series. And like I said, if you missed any of the previous parts, make sure you check those out. Some of the days were full packed with lots of activities. And the beach there at Assateague was really nice, and we saw some wild horses there, and the sunset was amazing. So if you missed yesterday's video, check that out in part 3 of this van series. And if you missed the 10-minute build out, feel free to check that out as well. But I'll catch up with you back at home. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are back home. The van worked perfect for a weekend holiday trip. And we unloaded everything, and it's back to being an empty van. So hopefully you enjoyed that little trip video there. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to keep these videos coming. You can also follow me on Facebook. The link is in the description below.